Welcome to Faith and Freedom. For the next few minutes, we hope to inform, inspire, and encourage you as we discuss legal victories and challenges to your fundamental freedom and religious liberties. Faith and Freedom comes to you from Liberty Counsel, a civil liberties education and legal defense organization. Join us now as Matt Staver, founder and chairman of Liberty Counsel, explains the latest legal issues all across this country. In the courtrooms of America, Liberty Counsel is winning the battle for your constitutional freedom.
Liberty Counsel files a federal lawsuit against the city of West Palm Beach, Florida, on behalf of pro-life advocates. Hi, I'm Matt Barber, Vice President of Liberty Counsel Action, and joining me today in studio is Harry Mihet, Senior Litigation Counsel with Liberty Counsel. Harry, you're taking the lead on this case, this federal lawsuit. We have sued the city of West Palm Beach and 3 members of the West Palm Beach Police Department on behalf of Susan Pine and Marilyn Blackburn, 2 pro-life Americans, and who we have actually had as a client before in a lawsuit against the Department of Justice and Attorney General Eric Holder. But this case involves the city of West Palm Beach and really a draconian ordinance that an abortion clinic lobbied for in order to try to silence them. Give us some background on the details of this case and where it stands at this point.
That's right. You know, Susan Pine and Marilyn Blackburn and many other pro-life Americans like them go to this abortion clinic in West Palm Beach every Saturday morning to tell women about alternatives to abortion and to tell them that they do not have to make that tragic choice. The clinic has been trying to silence them for years, and they have failed in attempt after attempt. The latest attempt now is an ordinance that was passed by the city of West Palm Beach that makes it unlawful to have any shouting or any amplified sound within 100 feet of the property line of any healthcare facility. Abortions, we all know they're not healthcare facilities, they're mortuaries, but under this ordinance, they are considered hospitals. And so what this ordinance does, anything that has a volume button, up or down, whether it's an iPod, a car stereo, a radio, a television in somebody's home, is unlawful within 100 feet of this property line, regardless of the volume that it has, regardless if it can even be heard in the healthcare facilities. It is per se illegal. Interestingly, though, no one is getting fined under this law. The restaurants that are next door to the property can use their drive-through speaker systems. The clinic itself can use its loudspeakers. Pedestrians can use their headphones and their car radios and car stereos. Everybody is fine except Susan Pine and Marilyn Blackburn and the pro-lifers who are being fined and threatened with arrest for violating this noise ordinance.
So this is selective enforcement here. Clearly, I mean, it's comical that they would even come up with this ordinance that surrounds this abortion clinic and addresses amplified noise. Who else would they be targeting here other than Susan Pine and other pro-lifers who are sharing a message of hope and an alternative to women who are about to make the most horrific and decision of their lives, a decision that they will regret for the rest of their lives. So clearly this is selective targeting and selective enforcement based on these individuals' First Amendment guaranteed protected viewpoints, correct?
That's right. It's actually viewpoint discrimination, which is per se illegal under our Constitution in any forum. The government cannot pick and choose which viewpoints it's going to be allowed to be expressed and which viewpoints it is going to suppress. This ordinance reaches a public sidewalk, which has from time immemorial been held as sacrosanct with respect to the expression of protected First Amendment ideas. Now the city of West Palm Beach wants to outlaw that expression on the public square, per se unconstitutionally. Interestingly, a different version of the same ordinance, which was less draconian as this version is, was invalidated by a federal court in 2005, also by Susan Pine and Marilyn Blackburn and with the help of Liberty Counsel. And so this is not new. This is just another attempt by the city to come back and to silence pro-life demonstrators, along the same lines as with Eric Holder and the Department of Justice.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second. Harry, I find it ironic that this abortion clinic is named the Presidential Women's Center when you consider who our current president is, Barack Obama, who is the most rabidly pro-abortion president in American history. And speaking of President Barack Obama, his Attorney General, Eric Holder, came into conflict, had tangled a little bit with Susan Pine a year or two ago, and it didn't turn out so well for Eric Holder and the Department of Justice. You could tell us a little bit about that?
That's right. You know, President Obama infamously asked God to bless Planned Parenthood of America, which aborts over 330,000
just sickening
babies. And so that speaks for itself. His Attorney General, Eric Holder, has made it a mission of the Department of Justice to go after pro-life protesters who want to speak out in front of abortion clinics. Interestingly, Eric Holder's wife has an ownership interest in an abortion clinic herself. And so, you know, she helps she profits from the abortions. He makes sure that the pro-life activists are silenced, and it's all a happy big government business there. Be that as it may, with Susan Pine, Eric Holder in 2010, at the behest of the Presidential Women's Center, came and filed a federal lawsuit against her, seeking to fine her with thousands and thousands of dollars and to eject her from that public square on the grounds that she obstructed a vehicle as it was about to enter the Presidential Women's Center. We came to Susan's defense. We litigated that case for almost 2 years, at the end of which the court threw out the lawsuit as frivolous and meritless and not having any basis in law or in fact, and ordered Eric Holder and his Department of Justice to reimburse us with $120,000 for the attorney's fees and costs that they've passed. The judge even suspected a conspiracy between the clinic, the cops, and the Department of Justice.
He said as much.
Yeah, he said as much in the 21-page scathing opinion against the Department of Justice. And so you would think that all of this would cause the clinic and the cops and the city and the government to back off and to allow First Amendment expression to go forth unimpeded.
Yeah.
That's not what's happening. They're doubling down.
It's mind-boggling. You know, they were slapped down in a humiliating way, accused by a federal judge of conspiracy in engaging in an illegal conspiracy to violate Susan Pine's First Amendment rights. And so now, instead of kind of taking their lumps and moving on, and they're, as you said, doubling down and again engaging in illegal activity with the same target, Susan Pine. Some people just seem to never learn. It just shows you how blind pro-aborts are like this to you know, they talk about choice. This isn't about choice. This is about the money, a revolving door of young, unsuspecting women coming through, slaughtering their unborn children so that they can enrich themselves.
That's right. You know, it goes to show you how determined the proponents of abortion are to not only continue the taking of innocent human life, but to silence and to just shill anyone who would come in to try to provide a choice or an alternative. But you know what? Thank the Lord that people like Susan Pine and Marilyn Blackburn are also determined. And you know, many Americans, when faced with that kind of opposition, when the government comes against them, be it Eric Holder or the city of West Palm Beach or the cops, they would tend to perhaps think twice about continuing their activity, but not Susan and not Marilyn. They are out there faithfully every Saturday. And I tell you, even while they were being prosecuted by Eric Holder, every so often I would get an email from them that would say, "Harry, we saved another life today." And it just goes to reaffirm the value of what they're doing and the value of what Liberty Counsel is doing. Our work matters. our work saves lives, and we just thank the Lord for having that opportunity.
Well, they are to be commended for their courage. We are so blessed that we are able to represent them in this case, and this time filing a suit in federal court against an oppressive municipality in the city of West Palm Beach and the police department there, going after these individuals, Susan Pine and Marilyn Blackburn, their First Amendment guaranteed rights. They are there saving lives, encouraging women to make the right choice to choose life. And that is our mission at Liberty Counsel. We are standing in defense of religious liberty, their freedoms to stand in front of those abortion clinics and exercise their First Amendment rights to save lives. And we are also standing in the gap for the innocent unborn. We encourage you to become part of Liberty Counsel's ministry. To support us, go to lc.org or give us a call, 1-800-671-1776. Help us to defend pro-life advocates like Susan Pine as they defend the innocent unborn. Go to lc.org or call us 1-800-671-1776.
You have been listening to Faith and Freedom with Liberty Counsel. We hope that we have motivated you to stand up for your faith, family, and freedom. We can accomplish a lot when we work together. Get informed and get involved today. Sign up for our free monthly newsletter, The Liberator. We will send it out to you free of charge. Stay informed with our Liberty Alert email updates. Just click on the website at www.lc.org or call us at 1-800-671-1776. Tune in next time to learn more about your rights right here on Faith and Freedom.